Lex is a coward. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me.
It's Teofimo Lopez, 11-0, 9 KOs. The best to do it right now in the game is to take over. Shout out to BNboxingNews.
Hey, girls, continue. I've been welterweight champion of the world. Everybody go follow BNboxingNews.
Boxing fans, this is Nick with BNboxingNews. Shakur Stevenson defeated Jeremiah Nakathila by unanimous decision to be next in line to fight Jeremiah Herring for his WBO Junior Lightweight Championship. Great fight by Shakur Stevenson. He showed that he is a master class defensive fighter by defeating Jeremiah Nakathila. I mean, this particular fight was a orthodox fighter versus a southpaw fighter. And I mean, it was a very challenging fight for both fighters because it was all about feet placement to see who can gain the outside, okay? And like I said, great masterclass boxing. Shakur Stevenson showed his poise in the beginning and basically just was throwing out the jab out there to measure, and he was actually landing some very clean shots. Although he landed a nice clean shot in, I think, around the second or third round, whereas Jeremiah Nakathila hit the canvas, but it was counted as a slip. I think he still was able to fight Natalia in a certain way, whereas Natalia understood what he was up against. A masterclass boxer with a high boxing IQ. Nakathila was trying to just wait for that right hand, and although he landed it on a couple of occasions, it didn't do much damage to Shakur Stevenson. I think it kind of shows Shakur Stevenson, hey, there's a little power there. Don't just rush. But at the same time, I think it was a great job by Shakur Stevenson. He just basically closed the fight out by just, playing it safe, opposed to just going out there and putting his head on the line. Great fight. Nakathila, like I said, no one knew nothing about Nakathila tonight, and he didn't look that good to me, man. Like I said, I think the entire fight, he just waited for that one punch. He had his right hand cocked back, and he just kept on waiting to land that one punch that really didn't land, man. He needs to be more offensive. He needs to let his hands go, especially after he realized that he was losing that fight. I'm sure his corner might have told him, look, man, you got to just go out there and just throw some punches. He could have just threw some punches and just hopefully just landed one on Shakur Stevenson, but he didn't do that. Both fighters try to keep it safe, and kind of made it a boring fight. But at the end of the day, a W is a W. Shakur Stevenson, like I said, he's a masterclass technician in the ring. He showed us that today. It's just he got to do some things to work on his offense. His offense needs a little work. He needs to see what he can do to gain a little more power. To whereas some of those punches that he landed today on Nakathila, I think if he would have landed it, if he'd have landed nice and flush, he should have made Nakathila realize exactly what he was going against. But like I said, he's a very young class fighter that's out there right now. So I mean, he got time to grow. I think through time, I think he's gonna get better. Regardless of what the fans say, regardless of what who says, I'm sure people out there saying right now he's a boring fighter, but who the hell cares? He's got to keep on going out there and winning. Possibly in the fall, his next fight is going to be versus Jeremiah Herring, although he wants to fight Oscar Valdez for WBC. But that's just how the table turned. More than likely, they're going to make him fight Jeremiah Herring. And we'll have to see what he does, man, when he fight Herring. He's going to have more of an output, I'm going to tell you that, because Jeremiah Herring will be letting his hands go. That's just what it is, Like I said, combat box numbers showed that that Nakathila had 9%. 9% output. That's horrible, man. That is horrible. That was horrible. But at the end of the day, great fight for Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, I'm gonna give him that. Great defensive fight for Shakur Stevenson. He just gotta let his hands go more and take chances. I think what everybody was looking for tonight was a shutout. They wanted him. I mean, he did get a shutout, but they wanted him to take his opponent out sooner. We wanted to all see him get knocked out, but nevertheless, we didn't get that. And I'll take a unanimous decision. We'll take a unanimous decision. A great fight by the young technician Shakur Stevenson. He won, man. He won. Unanimous decision. But it was a hell of a fight tonight with the feet placement. Hell of a fight. Got to the point where the referee even told these guys, never heard before, if the next person step on the next person's feet, I'm going to take away a point. I ain't never heard that shit before, but hey, I heard it tonight. But nevertheless, he didn't take a point from either fighter. Great, because there would have been a big ass controversy about that. Both fighters went ahead and they went the full distance. And guess what? No moral victory will be handed out tonight. Shakur Stevenson just played it safe. He just played it safe, and it's okay to play it safe, man. He got the W. So with that being said, what I'm saying, he did a good job. But as we all know, in due time, he's gonna have to show us more. We're gonna want to see some entertaining knockouts. We're gonna want to see some more offense than what he's showing us. I mean, for his defense, he got that on lock. Some good old shit. But in the future, I would like to see some knockouts. And definitely do appreciate this particular fight. Good old top rank, good old nice fight with Shakur Stevenson. Um, with that being said, this is Nickel BNboxingNews, and I'm out. Man, I'm tired as a motherfucker, boy. I'm out of here. Peace.